Is there something? We had a great practice tonight. Obviously, just thrilled to welcome Coach Lindsay to our family, to the Sun Devil family, and obviously very, very excited to get someone that is from my coaching family and that's such a great teacher, first and foremost, a great person. We wanted someone that embodies what we're all about. The great thing about it is obviously studied in our system, so our kids don't have to learn new terminology. Obviously excited about those explosive plays, and obviously what he did this year was phenomenal. Obviously in his background as a teacher and a coach, I like the fact he's been a head coach, and he's just a great fit and a perfect fit for us, and we're very lucky to have him joining our staff. So first and foremost, we hired a great person here at this place. Dr. Crow, myself, Ray Anderson. It's about being educators, and we believe in the teacher model. And he's a great teacher, a great coach, a great developer of quarterbacks. Obviously, with the 3 young guys, and we'll have another young one coming in. That was big for us. And then obviously we want to improve and get better, and we think with this hire is going to be big for us to get better. So we're excited, as well as the least amount of change as possible is what we wanted, and couldn't have a better fit and feel better about adding Coach Lindsay to our staff.
What can you share with us about the process of coming to this decision?
It was an interesting week. Obviously, met with a lot of people, met with a lot of quality people. I told our players that a lot of interest in this situation, and the key is finding the right person that fits us, that fits who we are. Obviously, I think that the fact that he's a teacher, he has a background as a teacher and an educator, was big for me. And obviously in our system, a guy that knows our system, and then a proven leader. I mean, you look at what they did. This offense has been one of the most prolific offenses in the country since '07, and that goes back to our days at Tulsa. And we had a 5,000-yard passer, 3 1,000-yard receivers, and a 1,000-yard rusher on the same team. And last year, he had 4,000 yards passing, 2 1,000-yard rushers, and a 1,000-yard receiver. And then just the explosive plays, being number one in explosive plays. That's something I know our fans want to see. And but there was no doubt in my mind as we went through that process. It was very difficult because we were also right in the middle of recruiting. We took the time it took to do it. I can tell you it was tough traveling and meeting with everybody and recruiting. I've been all over the country, from New Jersey to Portland, Oregon, to Southern California, to Beaumont, Texas. As well as getting this position here. But nothing's more important than the personnel, and that process was one that was very, very important. It's very, very important to find the right fit and the right situation. And we were lucky to get the guy that was our first choice. And I'm very. I couldn't be more excited about what he's going to bring to our program and for our players. What he can do in the development of the players that we have here, and he's excited. Obviously, being here today, he sees we've got some really good players to work with, and then just to have. The person that come in that we don't have to change our terminology, which I wouldn't have done that, and so we're excited. We think we've got a great leader in Coach Lindsay.
How much of his stamp will be in the game planning and the game calling of the ball game?
He obviously he's going to coach. He's going to coach quarterbacks, him and Taylor, for the bowl game. He wanted to get here so he can evaluate and we can have all this with the young guys, but he won't call the plays. He'll be involved just like in any position coach. We don't want to. We want to give him an opportunity, and plus, he hasn't worked with a lot of these guys all year long. So, it's awesome to have him here because the development of our program, and I know Burke's excited. They hit it off today, but he'll coach the quarterbacks and he'll have obviously input into what we're doing. But Coach Thompson, Coach Long, and Coach Alexander will head up that, and obviously Coach Thompson will be the guy kind of in charge. I don't know. I might even try to call a play. No, I'm just kidding. But no, we think that's the best way to operate. Chad's first time calling plays. Chad Morris. Chip's first time calling plays is going to be next fall, but I'm excited to have him. I think it's vital for these 13, 14 practices we have to have him here and going ahead and working and developing with our quarterbacks. So there's a lot of excitement, and to be able to attract someone with his caliber that fits us and who we are is something that I'm excited about.
How long have you known him?
I've known him through Gus for a while. He really trained under Coach Malzahn, and that's and we've known each other from afar, but he's not he hasn't we haven't spent a lot of extensive time together. Obviously, when this process happened, the people that I have contacts with, like Coach Malzahn, and I started talking and researching, and quickly his name rose to the top, and. So mine's it's a one that I've known of him. I think he's known of me, and it's mutual respect. But he studied in our coaching family, so he studied the offense, our offense, with Coach Malzahn, and then obviously as we began to talk and visit, we knew it was a great fit for both of us.
How important is that it's seamless in terms of the communication?
Couldn't be. This is me. I don't like to have those kind of changes. But and two, his background. He's got extensive background, not just in our system. He's got extensive background in the air raid offense as well, and which is something that brings. I'm interested in, because obviously we have to defend that a lot. But we're going to throw the ball to the running backs. We're going to throw the ball to the tight ends. We're going to run the read zone. We're going to adapt to the skills and talents of our players. That's one of the things I love about his background as a high school teacher and coach. That's what we're about. And the great things, we've got great talent here to do that with. And so I think our players were very excited today when he was introduced, and be able to meet him and what he brings. And he's going to bring a prolific, explosive brand of offense that is one that we've been familiar with since '07. So nothing's changing for our players. I think it makes it seamless for us. That's so vital, because we are absolutely not a program that needs to start over. We need to get better. We know that, and it starts in this bowl game. And to have him here, he was ready to get started. He said, "Coach, I want to be there when it gets started," and so that was big for him to be here and doing that. So I'm excited. But the seamless transition is one that's exciting for not only for our existing players, but for our recruits, and that's something that was a big part of the fit for us.
To have this position filled, is it big for recruiting too?
Yeah,
that people know.
Anytime, it's always a compliment. I'm very proud that I have, 4 of my former assistants are influencing young people and are running major college Division I programs. I'm real proud of that, and but also, it does cause, a little bit, and obviously, there's, people attack that, and so you want to get it done in a timely fashion, but the most important thing is to get it right. And so we got it right. I'm excited about this hire, excited about our future under his leadership on offense.